Sorry.
You're fine.
I did not need to get you. Oh, Ark's on.
Yeah, he is.
Interesting.
Yeah, he shows up randomly. He's like me. Oh. Actually, give me 1 sec. Listen to the... Oh, bed. Get in bed. Bed. Ugh. Jake is being antisocial.
That's what he does. Hi!
Wife time. Okay, I'm lost.
Oh no. What's the name of the game?
Martian Memorandum. X Murphy Martian Memorandum.
Yeah, I'm not sure what wife time is.
Where were we? Oh, I need to... Dang it. I think I know where we're at. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm having issues with allergies. Switch this over in a second. I was just making sure that the new game installed too.
Oh, that is a bummer.
I'm sorry.
Is that the newest one?
No.
Oh.
The newest one actually plays on Windows 11.
Oh.
Or I assume it would. It came out in like 2005 or 2008, something like that. I can check there in a second.
Well, we got rained out last night when we went to Six Flags because we were gonna go one last time before the season ended because we had passes.
2014.
Oh, we got there and we got on one ride because that's how busy it is, and then we got rained out on the other ride we were gonna ride.
All right, let's move this over here. That should help. All right.
My knock on wood haven't been so bad so far. But yeah, we got rain last night. We're supposed to. Dirk said we're supposed to get start getting some rain towards the end of the week. Ew.
Wait, I think I already went. So. I do travel.
Oh, honey, you're still.
Oh, I haven't switched yet, derp. Thank you. Wasn't Jane Mansfield's home? Wasn't the temple? Wasn't the power plant?
His allergies have been pretty bad. Mine have been okay-ish so far. Thankfully.
Oh, it's these two. But I think we go visit her. The address for Michelle Bloodworth resembled a rusting steel box more than anything else. There's a small porch, and on it a lonely wooden rocker. A rap on the corroded metal door. A blousy woman, blowing her nose, passes the window and opens the door. Her face is gray and puffy. Her eyes are bloodshot. Tired and suspicious. It's obvious. She's upset. She opens her mouth and reveals rotting yellow teeth. What can I do for you, she says. I'm a detective. I'd like some information. Michelle Bloodworth immediately begins to sob. I'm so worried about Nathan. I know he's in serious trouble. Oh, yeah, we are.
Then we're going to try to start the next one, too. Right?
Yeah, that's why I installed the next one. Hi, Michelle.
Who's Michelle? Oh, that's who this is supposed to be, is it
Nathan?
Michelle?
No. Well, yeah, this is supposed to be Michelle Bloodworth. Nathan Bloodworth was the DNA that they found on the thing that killed Marshall Alexander. Under a killing moon. Yep, that's what I installed. Nathan told me he was going to kill Marshall Alexander because someone had convinced him that Marshall Alexander was Collier Stanton. Nathan's father, Robert, was the leader of the colonists that were massacred by Stanton so that he could get his hands on the Oracle Stone.
Jake's being antisocial and won't come in here and hang out with us. He's on the couch.
Yep. Company has
I
found.
can't see him.
He's on the blankets. That company is founded on the innocent blood of hundreds of men, women, and children. Collier Stanton and Marshall Alexander are the same person. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that. 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 I wish I were on it right now. There's a group of scientists led by Collier Stanton. The Stanton expedition. Don't know anything about that. Just another greedy businessman. I don't trust him. Don't know anything about that. Yeah, Stanton massacred a bunch of Martians and stole an artifact, which is the Oracle Stone, which is the thing that Alexis stole from him when she went to Mars. Don't know anything about that. Yeah. Nathan told me that Alexander's daughter was being tricked into stealing the stone from her father. Don't know anything about that. Don't know anything about that. Oracle Stone was discovered by the early colonists as it was in protective mechanism that one day popped out of the ground. The stone was said to have magical powers that could make thoughts and dreams come true. Now I believe the same man who hired Nathan wants him dead because of everything he knows. You should talk to him and convince him to turn himself over to the police. He's been working at a remote outpost. Look for him there. I've heard the name mentioned by Nathan on occasion. I don't know if he is the man who told him about Alexander or not. It's Thomas Dangerfield. Don't know anything about that. Castro is as evil in his own way as Stanton was in his. Rocky Bullwinkle. Don't know anything about that. Deacon Hawk. Nathan Bloodworth. Nathan is not a bloodthirsty killer. He told me that the plan was to trick Alexander to coming to the train yard by telling him he could buy the stone back. When Alexander arrived, he realized it was a trap. Alexander then struggled desperately to get away. Nathan ended up slashing his throat with a broken bottle. Nathan is part Cherokee. He cut Alexander's ear off as part of an ancient ritual. Ritual is to remind Alexander in the next world that he had no pity and did not listen to the screams of the dying. He wrote a curse on the side of the train in Alexander's blood, condemning him in the next world. That makes sense. I'm Nathan's wife. I know what Alexander did to Marshall Alexander was wrong, but it should have been done by the authorities years ago. I'm glad Alexander's dead. I don't blame you. I kind of agree. Okay. Johnny Fedora is one of Nathan's connections on Earth. He was also involved in the plan. Don't know anything about that. I think. Oh. Oh no, she doesn't know anything about me. Okay. All right. Time to go to the remote outpost. Michelle Bloodworth told me that Nathan has a small mining operation near the Marineris Valley. I enter a small dome at the bottom of a deep canyon. Something is seriously wrong. Mumbles something about a trap. Alright, in that case. Take the rebreather. Got the tools. Box easily opens. Take the card and all hell breaks loose. Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Come on. Fine, I'll just try to use this. Ah! Come on. Oh my word.
Well.
Whale!
How about that?
That's a thing.
I should probably go check on my hoodie.
Okie dokie.
I don't want it to.
Rebreather. Take the tools. Go walk over there first. Card. Come on. Walk over here. Walk up, walk up, walk up, walk up, walk up, walk up. Oh my word, come on. Turn on the jetpack's gas, put it on and back onto the fire. In a whoosh of black smoke, the pack ignites and you rise from the ground. I bet. Lucky I packed up that rebreather. I can last a while. The walk back to a base will be long but not impossible. Yeah, it's haunting.
Yeah.
The ancient walled city of Petra, the monument of the temple, is carved directly from the towering wall of Martian granite. 6 ornate carved pillars stand below me, guarding the entrance to this holiest place of the ancients. Huge metal gate hinged to a massive courtyard wall that surrounds the temple, protecting it from intruders, blasphemers, and Martian party animals. Oh, it's an extinguisher. Okay. There's always a hidden temple.
Always a hidden temple. There's a secret passageway.
Oh, yeah.
Nancy has taught us anything.
Okay, we got that. Extinguisher falls, landing with an almost deafening ring. The bad guy turns around and fires his laser at the sound. Yeah! That works. Deacon Hawk may have been a high priestess, but she looks more like a goddess. In her late 20s, she is tall, almost 6 feet. Her hair is very white and as thick as rope. It trails down her shoulders and back. Her sensuality is so intense I can practically feel her heart beating from where I am. She's clad in a shimmering red ceremonial gown, a striking contrast against her unblemished skin. Like fine porcelain, her skin reflects the light, making her almost luminous. Her red lips are very full, and her azure blue eyes glisten through them. To the very depths of her, I see a fire smoldering, smoky and hot.
Likey.
The light is returned. Now I must give the knowledge you seek.
Alright. Marshall Alexander, or Collier Stanton, was a brilliant scientist. His lust for the power of the stone, however, drove him to commit genocide. Absolute power has that effect on people. Alexander was a highly intelligent man who learned to use the stone at an extremely limited level. Even at that level, look at all that he accomplished. That company has done much to damage this world. Massacred all the colonists who had established a home in the Martian ruins at Val Marineris. He escaped to Earth and reappeared a few years later as Marshall Alexander. Yeah. Female and still breathing? Yes.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, but he didn't like Michelle Bloodworth. I don't think anyone could like Michelle Bloodworth except for Nathan Bloodworth. Anything about that? Don't anything about that. Don't anything about that. Don't anything about that. Nope. Trans-Martian shuttle and is the link between Earth and Mars. Don't. That's a group of scientists who murder the colonists. Don't anything about that. Don't anything about that. I don't know why I'm asking her about stuff on Earth. He attempted to contact me in regards to the stone, but was killed before I could get back to him. Marshall Alexander's daughter arrived a short time ago. She contacted several people and then disappeared. I believe she is now being held against her will. One person I know may help you locate Alexis. His name is Cooper Bradbury. About that? Do anything about that? Stone is the last remaining gift of a mighty and noble race which was destroyed by an astronomical disaster that ripped away the Martian atmosphere 80 million years ago. On the day of their annihilation, the gift was put in a protective enclosure until it could be awakened by intelligent beings in the future. Something must have gone wrong for man discovered it. Martians were a kind of benevolent race. They would not understand the beast of hatred and destruction in the subconscious of human minds. Man's own intelligence is too underdeveloped to use the full power of the stone. But if a machine is developed to amplify the brainwave patterns of the stone, the beast inside man's subconscious would be released to create the destruction on a galactic scale. Needless to say, this wouldn't be a good thing. Fair enough. Dangerfield was part of the Stanton expedition. As an archaeologist, he made the original discovery about the colonists having an artifact of great value. He advised Collier Stanton to try and purchase the stone from them, but they would not sell. When the massacre of the colonists took place, Dangerfield took no part in it. When Dangerfield threatened to inform authorities, he was shot and left for dead. Dangerfield has never given up his search for the stone and for Collier Stanton. I believe the search has made him unbalanced, however. Still around. I don't know anything about that. If he obtains the stone, this world is doomed. You've returned the light of my adversary's weapon to save me, and I am in your debt. Big Dick's men were after the stone. It has been foretold they are the one to retrieve the stone or die trying. If you recover it, it must be returned to me for safekeeping. You will need something in your quest. Search the ruins of colonist camp. Here's the location. Anything about that? Anything about that? Bradbury is the leader of the mutant faction on Mars. He is not popular with the authorities. If you find him, he could help you locate Alexis Alexander. That. I have a vision of you and your wonderful abilities. I did think you'd be taller, though. You will need something in your quest. Search a colonist camp. Here's the address. Okay. Oh, we gotta leave the temple first. The hell was Deacon talking about? What did she mean my coming was foretold? And that business about the light? Only when the light returns will she give me the information. What kind of light? One thing's for sure, she knows what's going on around here.
That'd be true.
That you do.
So Shroom, that one book that I posted in Brooks' Discord, the that I was reading that I gotten from Barnes and Nobles. Turns out it's a series. So I have 2 more books now that,
As of course.
because yeah, I always end up with books that are series. But it was really good. It's really interesting. It's an interesting concept that it's the daughters of all of these like bad men, monsters type thing.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
The site where the Martian colonists were massacred by the Stanton expedition is still preserved. I walk slowly by blown out homes and the playgrounds, and as the wind whistles eerily through the twisted wreckage. Got sand pail. Oh, bad. Got the acid.
Yeah, and once I read the book, yeah. I thought for this series or this concept of that book, they wouldn't be the same person. But I'm pretty sure they are. They didn't fully get into that or get to that. Like to say 100, like, it's just more inferred that they are, or that's what they think. But there's 2 more books. I believe, yeah. At least that's what they believe, at least from the first book.
A walk right.
Yes. So it's those 2. It's like one of the girls is like Frankenstein's wife, like the Frankenstein monster's wife. There's another girl that was like it's like a cat woman, like they made her out of a panther, I think it was.
Dirty street down a short alley, blah blah blah.
Well, you could have read that.
I've read it before.
Oh.
It's him again.
And
Rotten
then
face guy.
There's another daughter of another scientist she's like poisonous to the touch, too.
Cooper is a militant freak who thinks that freaks are the rightful heir to Mars. He has been a friend of mine since I was a kid. If you want to talk to him, try this address in Mutant side of Marinara City. Cool.
And then, yeah, and then Sherlock Holmes and Watson, yeah, are part of it and help them and stuff. Pretty interesting. Working on finishing Hidden Figures right now. I finished it technically, but I want to read the epilogue and stuff.
There we go. Bradley Erickson had given me a hot tip on the whereabouts of Cooper Bradley. Brad had told me about an alley in Freaktown near the radioactive slag heap. Stepping from behind a street lamp, Bradbury is the king of freaks. Radiation had done its job on this guy.
Oh, Hidden Figures? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh yeah, well it's
it kind of was. Yeah, there was some parts. Yeah, some parts were fine. Some parts, yeah, they were a little bit more just because it's more
mathematics.
They try to talk about the mathematics and the sciencey stuff behind it. Yes, very sciencey. Yes.
I mean, it's all about the lady who figured out how to.
The ladies, yeah.
Ladies who figured out how to do all the launch trajectories and stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Where for years they didn't even acknowledge them.
Yeah.
Basically,
but it sounds like they were one of the first places to kind of integrate.
Get to the part where the guy was talking about, or she was telling him about the restroom.
They don't have a scene specific like that in the book. I'm sure that's
probably blown out, but yeah.
For the book, for the movie, but make the movie more dramatic. But
yeah,
they talk about the bathrooms being segregated and there not being a black bathroom
in the building.
Yeah.
Has done his job with this guy. His huge concave forehead is covered with a with the green fungus that grows from the thousands of tiny holes that were left in his head. After his hair dropped out, his nose is like a sow's. You could stare straight into his head through it. His eyes are wide set and mongoloid in appearance. His teeth would look good on a 12-year-old horse if he hadn't been missing the front two.
Mm-mm.
That's great. What can I do for you?
Is that the ones that worked with Raiden when they were? I can't remember what they were making or doing.
Don't normally help Outland Scum, but I've been told you're resourceful. Remember my warnings, Murphy. I expect you to sell us the stone if you find it.
I listened to Bailey Sarian. She does Dark History, and I feel like she talked about them.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes. Yeah, I listened to a podcast on them. Bailey Sarian does Dark History, where she talks about the
Dang it.
different things in the dark history behind them.
The rightful heirs of this planet. Mutants were the first settlers of this world. Now we intend to take the planet back from the Outlanders. You have no right to be here. Brad is a mutant son of Marshall Alexander who was given away because of his deformities. When we take over Terraform on Mars, he will take his rightful place at the head of that company on this planet.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Michelle is the wife of Nathan Bloodworth.
The story is awful.
Nathan is the son of Robert Bloodworth, the leader of the early colonists on Mars that were slaughtered by the Stanton expedition.
Which is why she calls these Dark History.
He may be the only decent person on this planet. Deacon Hawk heads a cult that worships the peaceful ways of the long-dead ancient Martian culture. That may be the way of the future, but first there must be a violent revolution. It still is. Rocky's just a big stupid fool. Castro is a cruel, vicious snake. He runs the golden bucket and has bled the people dry as well as forced competition out. He's a freak, but his mannerisms make him more like your people than ours. Looking for the stone as well and will kill anyone who stands in his way. Oh, I already did that. Got an idea where you'll find Thomas Dangerfield. It's rumored that he's building some machine in the caverns near the Terraform power plant, but knowing where he might be is not enough. Seems he's figured out the ancient Martian interlocking mechanism. No one can get into the cavern without a device for the mechanism, but here's the location. Martian stone should be ours, Murphy, and I'm prepared to pay handsomely for it. The first settlers on this planet were outcasts, and Alexander killed people like us for it. We deserve the stone, the right to this planet. Mars is our home. To us, Earth is just a nice place to visit. People like you and others should go back to Earth. We're prepared to push all the norms off our world. Stone will help us do that. If you get the stone, you better make sure it comes to us or you won't get off Mars alive. About that. Oh. Ferris is the head of the Terraform plant for now. Marshall Alexander's daughter? I don't have any idea where she is, and we have sources everywhere. Maybe she isn't on Mars anymore. Perhaps she got back to Earth.
Next book I'm going to start on is the book club book.
Another Outlander will get rid of him with the others with slime when the time comes. Stanton Expedition was a scientific group that came to study the Martian ruins discovered in 2015. The leader was a man called Collier Stanton. Trans-Martian Shuttle is another Earth-owned business we intend to nationalize. As far as I'm concerned, he sold out to people like you. That. Collier Stanton was a very clever man. He tricked Robert Bloodworth, the leader of the early mutant colonists, into allowing them into their settlement. Once inside, they slaughtered these people like dogs. Then they bombed the settlement to make it appear to be an accident. When the truth was found out, he escaped to Earth and just disappeared. Terraform will soon be ours. We will use its resources to make Mars a cleaner, better world than your Earth.
That spot got bigger.
Word has spread fast on Alexander. We have found out he obtained the stone. He's oppressed us for years, making us his servants and breaking promises. He was always able to thwart our plans, and now we know why. Through the Oracle Stone, he could anticipate our movements and read our thoughts. Right. I should have a cave location. Coordinates for Thomas Dangerfield are near the mouth of a large cavern, about 2 kilometers from the power plant. Enter the opening and find a set of stairs winding down inside the mountain. The stairs seem endless, but eventually I find myself in a narrow corridor. I do have it. Okay, cool. Whew. Actually, I'm just gonna save this for a second.
Yeah, the Radium Girls, they would paint the face, the watch faces with radium. But
so they glow in the dark?
Something like that. And then, but they would put the paintbrush on their tongue to make it wetter to help, like to.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was bad.
And they didn't know anything about it, did they?
No.
Of course not.
Yeah, I listened to Bailey talk about it the one time.
Insert the card into the slot. Aha!
Talked about
Not a good move. The door slammed shut behind me.
man
In a shaky voice, she responds. Alexis Alexander stands there nervously, staring at me with huge fawn-like eyes. Her hair is the gold of old paintings and is tousled enough, but not too much. Her face is strong but beautiful. She has a full set of curves. Huh?
I can't remember the name of the place she was talking about. Go ahead. Nobody's been.
She has a full set of curves which nobody had been able to improve on. She is frightened, but it looked as if she could smile easily. Her eyes are crystal blue and clear. Her mouth is large and sensual. What do you want?
Monsanto. She did a thing on Monsanto here recently.
Yeah. Tell me he's dead. I feel badly because he was my father, but he wasn't a good man. Never knew about my father's past. He was cruel to those around him, but he always was good to me. Then I found out that his real name was Collier Stanton. The man who massacred that colony, I wanted to hurt him. I knew stealing the stone would get back at him. My father's corporation is nothing more than a bloody sham. It was built on the blood of those my father murdered. Collier Stanton and my father were the same person. After the massacre, he returned to Earth and was in prison, but escaped after the D-Day attack. He changed his appearance and became Marshall Alexander. He built an empire on the blood of those early Martian settlers. The Oracle Stone gave him a certain power. Rockwell's a good friend. I could always talk to him when I needed someone. Jacques' okay. He can be a sleazeball, but he's been good to me. The woman is a witch. She wants my father's estate. She only married him because of the money. She drinks herself into a coma practically every day. What a lush. They're not exactly MGM, are they? Took the shuttle several weeks ago. I don't know anything about that. Stanton Expedition came to this planet to do a feasibility study for mining the pure silicon on the planet. Father was the leader. He found out about the stone and devised a plan to get the stone away from the colonists. I don't know anything about that. I was her roommate for a while, but she got so strung out on drugs I had to leave. The dirty louse, Thomas Dangerfield, told me how he used Rick to seduce me and trick me into stealing the Oracle Stone from my father. How could I have been so stupid as to fall for a creep like that? I had no idea stealing the stone from my father would cause such a mess. Don't know anything about that. Worked for the guy occasionally to help pay the rent. Rick told me about the Oracle Stone my father murdered for. He said it was a rare artifact that must be returned to the families of those who found it. The night I disappeared, I found the combination to the safe and stole the stone. I arranged to meet Rick. He sent me to Mars with it and said he would meet up with me later. He's out of his mind. He says the Oracle Stone will allow him to do and get whatever he wants. He's built some machine and says it will magnify the power of the stone to an incredible level. Jane is a good friend. She let me stay at her place for a while. I hung out at his place once in a while. I don't know anything about that. I overheard Dangerfield making plans to get rid of him. stepbrother Bradley has been horribly disfigured through exposure to genetically mutated material. Anything about that? Fedora found out that my father's real name was Stanton. When Fedora tried to blackmail him, my father had him killed. Anything about that? You got a plan to get us out, or did you just stumble in? Stumbled in. I don't know anything about that. Alright. Stumbling in? Several form-fitting mini-skirts, some workout clothes, and a few casual outfits hang by a chromium rod. Drop the clothes to the floor. Yank the rod from its setting. Let's break us out. Really?
How much closer can you get?
There you go. Pound on the concrete until it is cleared away. Pour the acid and watch as it eats a hole through the metal. Move the button just as a sweet smell of gas enters your nose. The light begins to darken, darken, darken. When Alexis and I come to, we find ourselves in a small chamber surrounded by a mesh force field. I can stick my fingers through the mesh, but that's about it. A deranged old man comes out of a booth. He walks up to us looking like the cat who swallowed the canary. Hello, Mr. Murphy. I'm Dr. Thomas Dangerfield. Allow me to fill you in on the details of my great conspiracy. I'm the only member of the Stanton expedition who tried to stop the slaughter of the Martian colonists who discovered the stone. For that, I was beaten, tortured, and left for dead, but being a superior intellect, I willed myself to survive. Spent the next 20 years searching for Collier Stanton. 8 years ago, I saw a photo of Marshall Alexander. The eyes were what I recognized. Realized that Stanton had not died in the D-Day attack and had transformed himself into Marshall Alexander. Many times and in many ways I tried to get at that fiend, but his security was too tight, too good, but at long last I devised a plan of genius worthy of my revenge. I hired Rick Logan to seduce Alexander's daughter, Alexis, and convince her to steal this Oracle Stone. Using Johnny Fedora and Nathan Bloodworth, I lured Alexander out of his protective web by offering that pathetic fool the hope of getting back the stone.
Let me tell you all about my evil plan, while you devise a way to escape. Continue about doing whatever.
Let me talk. Fool Rick Logan tried to double-cross me and market the stone himself. I left him and his ambitions hanging, found Alexis and the stone on Mars, and had them brought to me. Having studied ancient Martian cultures for years, I was prepared to interpret the stone. I did so completely. Stone had been developed by an ancient and highly sophisticated civilization. The stone acts as a conductor between solid matter and the electromagnetic impulses of the brain. Truly a stone to make dreams come true, provided that substance or matter for impulses provided by the brain. Martians created the stone to free themselves from the rigors of technology and labor. Unhappily, humans have only been able to generate enough cerebral energy to make the stone operate on only negligible or dangerous levels, something like a Neanderthal with a laser computer. Preparing myself for the eventual possession of the stone, I constructed a machine that magnified the impulses of my already advanced brain. Imagine the changes that would be wrought with this stone and my machine. Think big, Mr. Murphy. Do not be constrained by the practical. The practical is the refuge of the mediocre. Mr. Murphy, have you ever desired to be a god, to create worlds, to experience utter dominion? Wouldn't you like to be able to control the destinies of peoples, planets, even universes? Mr. Murphy, you are about to witness supreme, omnipotent, absolute power. Wrong.
No.
Gosh dang it.
No.
Oh, what'd you say? I didn't hear you.
Yep. Up here.
Dude.
Something, Tex? Well, think faster. I'll try.
Try to extract the bolt with your fingers but are unable to. You clamp onto the bolt with your teeth and slowly turn it free. What a man. Oh, Jesus. Okay, Oh, really? Of course.
Do something, Tex. Well, think faster. Well, some hero you are. Yes, I do.
Well, now we have a bra. Or I thought we did. Oh. Gingerly take the jumbo bra, okay. That has elastic.
They had to say jumbo bra.
This is the 90s. What else would get people going? Guys, at least. Guys who play these games. Place the bolt in the bra, pull it back, take aim, and let it fly. The bolt strikes the lever controlling the cage and shuts it off. Wink. Okay. Strike the tuning fork and touch the chamber glass. The glass shatters. Carefully pick up the stone. Grab Alexis and climb into the waiting speeder. We're getting the hell out of here.
Goodbye.
That's it. Da, 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 da. Thomas Dangerfield's mad experiment of attempting to harness the stone's power ended his life. Dangerfield was a decent human being once, but was driven insane by his quest for the ultimate power. Alexis and I decide that Deacon Hawk is the only logical choice for the stone. We arrive at the temple where she is waiting for us. She turns and whispers, "You have returned the stone to the Mistress of the Light. You have surely saved the world from annihilation, but you must continue to be diligent. Mankind may yet prove to be the author of his own demise. Reverence life, protect living things, and recycle, and for the safety of mankind. I must take the stone. Perhaps someday when the human race is ready it will be returned. Until then, farewell."
What was that about?
I don't know, but how about a hot dog and a beer from Weenie World?
Ooh, sounds good to me.
Yay.
Oh. Oh, before I forget too.
Surprise.
Alright. forget. We'll just do... Or... Kill it. Alright. Let's see. Oi. No admin? Yes, here we go. Under killing mode. Okay. Alright. Oh my god, we actually have decent music. Wait. Let me pull this one up now.
Well, that's nice.
Oh, here we go. Cool. Well, that doesn't really affect anything. Okay.
So, they found it again, have they? I thought we'd taken care of it.
The forces of evil are persistent, sir.
I'm getting too old for this. Who have we got lined up to deal with this problem?
Murphy, sir.
Oh, no, not Murphy.
Afraid so, sir.
What about Spade or Marlowe?
Dead, sir.
Isn't there anyone else?
Sorry, sir, he's next on the list.
Well, I suppose we'll have to make do. Knowing Murphy, he's going to need help. A lot of help.
I'll check the archives and get back to you, sir.
News of the day. As the Second World War enters its final days, Allied forces are on the march. The troops of the Western Alliance are occupied with the dangerous duty of ferreting out the remaining pockets of Nazi resistance. The storming of Berlin has crushed the heart of German opposition and sent remnants of the Fuhrer's troops scurrying into the dark reaches of the Black Forest. The Germans have vowed to fight to the last man in their quest for world domination. But their days are numbered, with Adolf Hitler dead and the once dreaded SS disbanded. The Allies have exposed the workings of the Nazi war machine and found it festering with ancient blood cults, whose rituals and ceremonies are too astonishing and barbaric to detail. Allied forces will not rest until the last cult member is killed and captured.
No
pestilence
Never mind.
has ever been so fatal or so hideous. Blood was its avatar and its seal, the redness and horror of blood.
Huh? Very Nancy Drewish?
Yes. Reminds me of the opening to Curse of Blackmore Manor going under the thing.
Oh yeah. Is it actually James Earl Jones? Did they get him to do this? No shit.
Oh, that's awesome.
Darth Vader. Everything the light touches. That's awesome.
That is awesome. Do it again.
Mufasa, Mufasa. Ooh. We got opening credits. Wait, Margot Kidder. That sounds familiar too. And the voice of James Earl Jones. Sweet. San Francisco, 2042 AD.
In the moonlight, New San Francisco sparkles like a chunk of cubic zirconia.
It's like 19 years
An
from
island
now.
of hollow
yeah.
beauty surrounded by a red sea of radiation. 5 million souls drowning in gamma rays. Some lucky people have a natural immunity to genetic mutation caused by the radiation. I'm one of them. Most of them live in the new city, but I don't. I live among the unlucky souls, the mutants and the destitute, and the wreckage of old San Francisco. My name's Tex Murphy. I'm a private detective. Or at least I used to be. Since my marriage hit the rocks, I haven't done much of anything. I went out tonight for the first time in a week, but all I ended up doing was spending the last of my money on a bottle of cheap bourbon. Now it's past midnight, and I'm staring out of the window of my office on the second floor of the Ritz Hotel. Just like me, the Ritz used to be something. Now it's just another grimy building in a rundown part of town. And I'm almost out of bourbon.
My God, Murphy, you look like hell. Really hit bottom, didn't you?
Oh, that's a game I should probably play for you at some point. Phantasmagoria. Those were fucked up.
Oh, I usually
I
don't.
played those when I was like 14.
I forgot to take my Geritol this morning. So, you want a drink? I saved my first one to have with you.
No, thanks. I've been dry for 8 years now. Yeah, one morning I just looked in the mirror and decided I needed to make a few lifestyle changes. Quit smoking, quit drinking. Now I'm getting out of the business. Yep, I'm gonna move to the tropics and retire in a nice secluded island with a tribe of beautiful young women.
You're getting out of the business. I guess that means the end of the world because you are the detective. I can't imagine you doing anything else, especially not running around an island with a bunch of nubile women in a loincloth.
Oh, I can imagine it. I've been thinking about it for years now. Yeah. You know how it is. Lonely. Underappreciated. Dangerous. I haven't had a decent night's sleep in 38 years. I tell you, I'm working on a case right now, and that's going to be my last one. Oh. Enough about me. How about you, Tex? How's life treating you? Bad as it looks?
Well, it depends. What day is it anyway today? Saturday? Well, Saturdays aren't too bad. It's normally Thursday by the time I get really suicidal. So what is it you wanted? Just come by to sprinkle a little salt into the open wounds of my pathetic life?
No, Tex, you got me all wrong. Nah, just because you turned me in and got me suspended and humiliated me in front of my peers. Sold me out. But that's all gonna pass. See, I quit hating you for that weeks ago. Like I said, I'll be leaving soon, and I didn't want to go with any loose ends dangling there to bother me in my golden years.
Hey, don't worry about me. When you tossed me out of the agency, it was the best thing that ever happened. Digging through dumpsters and sleeping in abandoned speeders. You helped me learn a great lesson. Because no matter how bad things are, they can always get worse.
So what happened to you? I heard you were doing pretty well there for a while. Did a hell of a job on that Martian memorandum case. What's your problem? You one of those people who can't live with success? Huh?
Well, I can live with it. I'm just afraid of commitment. Now, you tell me something. Why wouldn't you talk to me 15 years ago? I was a stupid kid back then. Could have tried to understand why I told the ethics board what I did. I mean, I understand now that I was out of line and I made a mistake, but why'd you cut me off like that?
Because apparently you never learned the first rule of a PI. And never, ever betray your friends. Now, friendship goes beyond blood and race and politics. You gotta find out who your friends are, then you hold on to them. They're a precious commodity to people like me and you. Now listen, before I go, I came here with a warning. I heard your name mentioned in connection with a case that I'm working on, and you stay out of it. If you don't, somebody's gonna find you floating in the bay with a hole in your head. I don't need any more strain on my conscience.
You know, frankly, I'm pretty insulted. Because I'm a pretty damn good detective, and I can take care of myself, thank you.
Says while smoking and drinking bourbon.
Just remember what I said, Tex. Got no idea what kind of people we're dealing with here.
Popping out. All the cigarettes?
I don't know.
Keep out of my way. I'll send you a postcard.
Coughing up phlegm.
So last night, after 15 years, the colonel walks into my office. Made me take a good hard look at myself. Maybe I have hit bottom, and maybe I do look like hell. Lord knows the only exercise I've had lately is tipping the bottle and flipping cards into my hat. I gotta find some work. Contrary to what the colonel might think, I'm as good a detective as he ever was. Now I just gotta prove it. I'm gonna scare up a job today, even if it means finding somebody's lost puppy.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's gonna take some getting used to. Oh, I do not remember it being like this. I will be right back, though. Let's save this so that we don't have to go through that all again. I'm gonna go get something to drink. Do you want anything? Alright,
No.
beer me. Okay. Alright.
I love murder mysteries. To be a fictional detective. Everything would be so much simpler then. Oh, great. Another incoming message that won't print out. If I don't get a new fax machine, I'll be out of business.
Oh, this is really gonna take a little bit.
Oh boy, mail.
No. Got the gift certificate. Okay, cool. I got everything. Cool. I believe that's a gun.
My gun. I love it so much. Old trusty sidearm. Been with me since the beginning. You want some of this, huh? Bam, bam. Hey, bam, bam, bam. Bam. Bam, bam. Bam. And you. Hey, Sonny, can you help me out? My
Throw it out the
girlfriend
window.
threw my gun out of the window. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just pick it up and, hey, don't point that thing up here. That's not a toy, you know. Oh, my hell. No matter how bad things got, I always had my gun. Now I've lost that, too. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those days.
Oh, this is so weird.
My phonograph's an old family heirloom. I love to play the classics. Kool and the Gang, Peaches and Herb.
Oh,
My phonograph's an old family heirloom.
I'll do it again. Welcome to the elevator music of your life. For an existential crisis, please press 1. Suicide, press 2. Alright. Zip, zip, zip. Can I? No, it's all mouse driven. Ooh, that's weird.
Office definitely looks a little bit different now.
But this game?
Yeah.
Ah, Sylvia, my ex-wife. Whenever I think things can't get any worse, I think about her and how she totally screwed up my life. She's a woman who loves a man, any time. I'll never forget the day I came home and caught her with the upholstery man.
Oh, there you are. I just got done with the chair. I'll be sending the bill to your husband.
Oh, Rudy. Let's not think about my husband right now. I was watching you upholster and you're so big and strong.
Do you really think so?
Well, yes. I've known you for 10 minutes and I feel like I've known you forever. Oh, yes, look. And look at this muscle. Oh. The way you hold
He's
me.
standing right there.
It's never held me like this. Oh, kiss me, Rudy, and set my lips on fire.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, this was...
Oh, Tex, honey. I wasn't expecting you home so soon.
I think it was, what, 94?
Well, duh. Obviously. Now I know why the Roto-Rooter man keeps calling and asking whether we need our plumbing checked. Well, I gotta admit, those chairs look pretty good.
Thanks. Listen, how about I don't charge you on the labor and we call it even?
Fair enough. But from here on out, Rudy, customer servicing doesn't include my wife.
See, honey? I saved you some money again. Aren't you happy?
I married her for better or worse. Unfortunately, it never got any better.
But if I remember correctly, there was a bunch of stuff where the mouse actually worked on DOS games. Well, I mean, technically, like Doom, you could get mouse look to work. There was a whole debate, too, when it comes to mice. Anyways.
Pre-approved electronic shop credit card application addressed to the previous occupant. Just needs to be signed, stamped, and mailed.
And actually, there was another game I was gonna play that had the mouse extent. I'm not sure if it was a DOS game though. I want to say it was. It was Realms of the Haunting. That game had such an infuriating control system. It's kind of like this, but not nearly as bad.
As usual, it's a mess. As usual, it's a mess.
Text.
Or is it the action? Oh, hold on. Let me close that. This one.
My old reliable faux oak desk.
Faux oak.
My old reliable faux oak desk.
Back up a little bit. Gotta be one of these drawers.
Most of these desk drawers haven't been used for so long, I'm afraid to open them. As usual, it's a mess. My old reliable faux oak desk.
Like saying that.
My old reliable faux oak desk. Most of these desk drawers haven't been used for so long, I'm afraid to open them. As usual, it's a mess. Nothing in here but a stamp.
Ah! That's the one I need.
Nothing in here but a stamp.
Oh. Oh, jeez. Alright. Okay, I got a stamp. Hey, so proud.
Good job.
Oh, jeez. Close that. Now that I can look in drawers. Nope, that's not the one we need. I'm a drunken PI.
Hey.
Okay, I wasn't trying to do that on purpose. There, okay.
Nothing in here but a pen.
Okay. Now we have a signed application. Boink, boink, boink. Oh.
Oh, great. Another incoming message that won't print out. If I don't get a new fax machine, I'll be out of business. Grimelink Computer is the only valuable piece of equipment left in the office. By entering suspect information like height, weight, and hair color, I can access the suspect's personal files.
I don't think we need to use that just yet. Mailbox. Where the hell will the mailbox be? Oi, 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 oi. Ooh, God. This is why you don't have high sensitivity mice on this game. there a mailbox in here?
In the room?
Like, examine mailbox.
Go to the street. Go down to the street and find a mailbox.
That's a closet.
The air outside feels thick, like I'm breathing through a pair of dirty gym socks. It's a high radiation day. Most everyone will be staying inside, but I need to hunt for some work. I always like to start the day with the traditional PI breakfast. That hits the spot.
Jesus. I'm moving forward. Oh, I think I see a mailbox.
Surprisingly, the auto post box has no graffiti on it. Maybe people around here are finally starting to respect our government and its fine agencies. The Postal Service has gotten much faster since the stamp price went to $10. I should get my credit card back tomorrow morning.
Wonderful. All right. Rusty's place over there. Brooks Pawn. Acme Warehouse. Oh wait, there's Rusty's place. Nope, that's Fountain Lunch. God. The bar.
Francesca Lucido makes the spiciest pizza in the city. The only thing spicier than her cooking is her imagination. And right now she seems to have a thing for me. Rook Garner runs this pawn shop. Francesca Lucido makes the spiciest pizza in the city. Louis Lamintz runs the Brew and Stew, which is a local hangout. Louis Lamintz.
Okay, I figured out how to stop the talking. That's cool.
This is the brand new electronic shop outlet. No pun intended. I won't be able to get inside the electronic shop without a membership card.
Examine Rusty's place.
Rusty the Clown's
There we
novelty
go.
shop. Closed down a few months ago after Rusty mysteriously disappeared. The police suspect foul play, but I think he probably just choked to death on his own bad jokes.
Alright.
Rook Garner runs this pawn shop. He's a crusty old World War III vet with a face like a raisin and a tongue like a butcher's cleaver.
What do you want, Murphy?
Fine. How you doing, Rook?
I'm not in the mood for small talk.
Well, then by all means, let's discuss a serious topic.
Breaking, entering, and robbery serious enough for you, Murphy?
That was B.A.
Last night, someone broke into my pawn shop.
I don't usually have anything of great value, but yesterday I gave out a fair amount of cash for an extremely valuable diamond bracelet.
How much is a fair amount of cash?
In this case, $8,000.
Boy, that's a lot of clams, Rook.
Don't you think I know that? The bracelet was pawned by a young girl named Emma Nimpton. She said she hated to hawk a family heirloom, but had no choice. She said she would reclaim the bracelet in a month. Well, since the bracelet was worth 10 times the $8,000 I loaned her, it was a good deal for me.
Did you get any other information from this Emma Nimpton?
She left a phone number. I called her this morning, but the line is disconnected.
So do you have any leads on recovering the bracelet?
No, the police are a waste of time, and I can't afford to hire a decent PI.
I guess this means you don't consider me good enough to help track down the bracelet?
I'd appreciate your help. I'm not a rich man, but if you find the bracelet, I'll owe you a few favors, which could come in handy. Come back here and I'll show you where they broke in.
Rook takes me out back and shows me where the burglar broke in. The back window is busted out and the latch is ripped. It's a sloppy job. As I start my investigation, I'm looking for information to enter into my CrimeLink computer back at the office. One thing's for sure, Emma Nimpton won't be one of the suspects' names. Every PI worth his salt knows that's not my name spelled backwards. Shard of glass must have come from that broken window. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Looks like whoever broke into Rook's window left one of his hairs behind. Apparently our burglar is a Carrot Top.
Seriously?
Looks like a shoe print is outlined in that sticky pool of something resembling chocolate. Footprints about a size 14.
Oh, it's gotta be over in here. Got it.
It's one of those basketballs they used to give away at Weenie World. 10 seconds left. Down by 1. Murphy has the ball. He fakes. He drives. It's a 360.
He's foul. Alright. Let's see. I think I need to fix my up arrow. Not as responsive as it used to be. Oh, okay, here we go.
This one's definitely way different.
I think there was a 2-year thing with it.
Well, that steep staircase looked really hard to
At least
climb.
it's all voiced. Gotta go up? Or are you just sore?
God, it's bothering me.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hey, this door's just painted on.
Okay.
Oh, man. This is 20-year-old mayonnaise, and I ought to know. Well, I'll be darned. Except for the filth and stench, the interior isn't much different than the average studio apartment. In fact, it's nicely furnished. Someone's been living here, and I wonder if he saw anything.
Oh, alright. That's kind of strange. Not completely strange.
Whoa! This antique boombox worked. I bet it'd only play the Bee Gees.
Let's see, examine radio.
This old relic probably hasn't worked in years. Hey, there are batteries in here. I wonder if these still work. Tingly tongue. Still got juice. This rickety wooden fence keeps Rook Shop and the Slice of Heaven pizza parlor from collapsing into each other.
There we go, back out to the street.
Well, this is a section of the Bay City Mirror. It's a weekly newsletter that covers local goings-on written by mutants for mutants. I'd subscribe if they had a comics page.
Burglars baffle police. Total of inner-city pawnshop burglaries committed over the past 3 weeks now stands at 9. Zippy Cash, located at the corner of Jackson and Maple Street, was broken into 3 nights ago. Pawn shop owner Irvin Ruby did not report the crime until this morning, thinking it was simply a practical joke played by his friends. Tragically, this was not the case. Of the 9 burglarized pawn shops, Zippy Cash was the second not owned by a mutant. There has been some speculation that police are not actively investigating the crime since most of the victims are mutants. Mayor Lender, who is up for re-election this year and will need the mutant vote to retain his position, has publicly called the police onto the carpet. Police Lieutenant Mac Malden, who is heading the investigation, denies that police are dragging their feet. What we're dealing with here is some kind of master criminal. He just hasn't left us much of anything to work with. Lieutenant Malden is sure that the burglaries have all been committed by the same person. The MO's methods of operation have almost been identical. A girl goes to a pawn shop, hawks a piece of jewelry for a large amount of cash, and then the shop is broken into that same night. Lieutenant Malden would not specify, but says his teams of detectives have had some evidence and hope to have some subtle leads within the next few days. Quotes Corner. Haiku, soft shell, talk about mine. What meat art thou concealing? Who cares? It's tasty. Need cash and organ trail clinic. We pay up to $50 cash for any and all vital organs. We also pay market rate for arms, legs, and eyeballs. Are you a lefty who's short on rent? Bring in that right arm. Our must be removed on site to meet AMA requirements. Our friendly qualified staff will be happy to sever that limb, and you'll walk out moments later with a few extra dollars in your pocket. Hurry in and don't forget to ask about our frequent donor program. Senator committed to asylum. Senator Martin Reese of New Mexico, who had called a press conference, assumedly to announce his intentions to leave politics and join the PGA, erupted into hysterics today. Witnesses reported the senator to have shouted, "Texas is just too fucking big. Run for your lives before it eats us all." Senator Reese, long considered one of the most mentally sound figures on Capitol Hill, had to be restrained, was led away in a makeshift straitjacket. Question about Senator Reese's rantings. Representative Lolana Elwich professed complete ignorance. Everyone knows Texas is big, but really, most people who witnessed the display admitted to being surprised at the senator's behavior, even though not everyone. House Speaker Bob Bragg. Wrong.
Nikki's trying to...
Trying to what?
Nikki was trying to comment and...
I never got notified. Oh, what?
She was just trying to just watch it. It's gonna come watch, and that's what it's telling her.
I don't even see her on here. I wonder what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't see her up there.
Yeah, I don't see her either.
Not yours? No, not everyone. House Speaker Bob Brown.
There she is.
There!
Hi!
Wonder what was going on. Oh, here. What? Oh, that's one.
Hi, Nikki.
Suckers!
Nikki's neighbors are being jerks and yelling and playing music.
Senator Reese's outburst is hardly shocking to those of us who worked with him. We knew all along he was a whacked-out, thumb-sucking piece of shit. Senator Reese will be examined tomorrow by psychiatrists who are confident that a complete recovery can be made despite the senator's many years in Congress. Why the Crusade must be stopped by Loogie Trundle. Genetic discrimination, eugenics, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Heart and Soul by Albie Tewksbury. Oh, himself logo, yeah. Police officer is acquitted in assault and settle suit. Well, I bet these are devs. Oh, now it caught up. Now everything showed up. Body found in Bay. Body of Nathaniel Murray, 29, was discovered floating in the San Francisco Bay early morning. Spotted by passengers on a whale sighting scuttle. Body was recovered by police and sent to city coroner's offices for an autopsy. Cause of death was listed as suicide, though bystanders report that the corpse was remarkably disfigured and contorted. Walt Grimm, a personal injury lawyer, followed the ambulance to the coroner and reported that a quarantine was initiated not long afterwards. Reason for quarantine has not been made public.
All kinds of issues.
Like I said, they all just popped up at once.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'm not caught, so. Not sure, maybe it's just Twitch.
Chelsea's a hot little number.
Hello!
I hear she's a
Hi.
mutant, but it doesn't show. The only weird thing about her is she won't go out with me.
Maybe she's normal then.
Chelsea Bando's the kind that could hold her own with anyone, but she has a way of turning my knees to jelly. She's a mutant just like everyone else in this part of town, but she's a real beauty.
Well, hello, stranger.
Woohoo! Alright, so. I love how these don't tell you what you're going to say, they just give you a general idea of what you could say. So we'll go with Lovesick Puppy.
Chelsea, you're breaking my heart.
Why? Because I've got a steady job?
No, it's just you're so beautiful it makes me ache. Let me buy you a drink and I'll tell you where it hurts.
Gee, Tex, you know, that kind of talk could get you into trouble. But I don't drink with customers.
I'd be happy to throw in a chili dog with that drink.
Well, an offer like that, oh, that's hard to refuse. But no thanks. So, is there something I can do for you? Yeah, you know, I remember Rook told me about the burglary. You know, I remember a stranger hanging around the past couple of days. It might be dead end, but I seem to remember that the guy had these bright green eyes and a tattoo of an anchor on his arm. Rook acts like a tough guy, but he's a softie. Just don't tell him that to his face.
Yep.
Oh, you know me, Tex. I'm just making ends meet.
Alright, I think we're done. Alright, so. Yep. Go to the police station.
How are you and Rory both feeling, Nikki?
I haven't seen Mac Malden since the Martian Memorandum case. I remember him as a surly, incompetent, fat-nosed cop. As I step into his office, I can see he's changed. His nose is even bigger.
Well, if it isn't Tex
Same guy.
Murphy. I figured you'd be dead by now.
That's good.
That's good.
I could say the same about you. When's the last time you had your cholesterol checked?
Still the wise guy, eh, Murphy?
Aw. No.
It was great to see you.
So...
Now get lost!
That is the weirdest sensation, the weirdest thing in the trying to eat.
Oh, come on. Remember the Martian Memorandum case? Hey, we made a swell team.
Yeah, those were the days. I don't get cases like that anymore. Things are harder now. The mayor's office is all over me again. You heard about the string of pawn shop robberies? We have no suspects, and I'm catching the heat for it.
So you and your crack team of detectives have no leads?
Of course we have
Gotcha.
leads, you pots. We know he's a Norm, Caucasian, and
When
has
I had
AB
COVID,
negative blood.
not COVID. When I had COVID, I
That
didn't
narrows
lose
down our
my
list of suspects
taste
to
or
about
smell,
a
but when I
million.
had
Get out of
RSV,
my
I did.
hair. I got work to do.
Ugh.
I don't like this walkthrough.
Oh.
This makes more sense.
I don't think I never had one. That would hurt. That would be. Ugh. Yeah, I caught RSV from my niece about 2 years ago. And then last year, I ended up catching COVID. Nothing, knock on wood, so far this year. Yeah, my niece that had it ended up in the hospital.
Yeesh. Stop that, Jesus Christ. There it is. Yeah, this is a much better. Oh my. Stop.
Looks like a key of some kind.
Alright, this is a better one. Yeah, this is definitely better. Okay.
Yeah, RSV is very scary. Littles. So my sister's not letting anybody kiss the baby.
Oof. Trolling this is. Ah. Oh, the stairs. Okay. Wish I could just control this with a keyboard. Crime Link. We make it stick. We know he's white. Male. Alright, so let's see. Shoe size 14, hair red. We don't know height or weight. Non-mutant. Hair color red.
Is he the one? The green eyes with the tattoo or something?
2 eyes? Yep, 2 eyes. Green. AB negative, right? Yeah, AB negative.
How do we know the blood type?
Because it was on this thing. Oh, God, yeah. Ugh.
Ugh.
Because we talked to Mac. Mac mentioned that he was male non-mutant with AB negative blood.
Oh.
Shoe size was 14. One of those tattoos, anchor. I think that's all we have. Yeah. No. Chandler Avenue.
Glad you guys are both doing okay though. It's kind of scary too.
Oh yeah.
It definitely was before all the vaccines. I just seeing the side, like the other side of things, and seeing what it was like for them in the hospital. Ugh.
Yeah, what do you want?
Is this your permanent address?
Actually, I have a summer home in Vale, but this spot keeps me in touch with the common people.
Speaking of being in touch, you didn't put the squeeze on the pawn shop, did you?
Are you implying that I had something to do with that robbery, punk?
No.
Yes,
I just
this is
thought you might
FMV,
have seen
full
or
motion
heard
video.
Something.
Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But right now, I feel a chocolate fit coming on, so you could just run along.
Okay. Yeah, controlling this, you have to use your mouse, which is... Whew. Especially since my mouse is really high DPI and I've lowered it quite a bit. It's still, like, if I push forward, whop. Whoa! Oh! Ah! No, thank you. That's brew and stew.
The Brew and Stew is run by Louis Lamint, a loaded mutant with a heart bigger than his waistline. Everyone comes to Louis.
Oh, James Earl Jones
So does
voices
all the
stuff in this
street
too.
talk. If
Yeah.
something's going on, Louis knows about it.
What can I do for you, Mike?
Nothing for me, Louis. I just dropped by to chat.
Okay. What's on your mind?
Well, Louis, you're the grapevine around here. Anything interesting going on?
Oh, there's James
hearing
Earl
a lot
Jones
about
is
this
does one of the voices.
crusade for genetic purity movement. It's got a lot of tension stirred up between mutants and norms. Mutants have been protesting downtown, and there's been some...
He was right at the very
violence.
beginning. He's a narrator.
Yeah.
You want to try a slice of my chocolate pie? I can get you a piece to go if you like.
So, Nikki, we had a pretty rough experience yesterday at Six Flags when we went.
It's Fright Fest. What do you really expect?
Oh, it was awful. The other time we went to Fright Fest, it wasn't too bad. So we went, and This is like the fourth or fifth time we've gone, so we've definitely got like we've used our passes, we've gotten
Look,
our
I'll warn
money's
you
worth.
right now, I'm almost out of chocolate syrup, and I'm not in a good
We
mood.
went. It was, oh my gosh, it was so crowded, so crowded. We stood in one line for one ride, took almost 2 hours. And then we were waiting to get on another ride. We had gotten a fast pass, and then it started raining, and then it was the Whizzer, which is stops. It uses tires to stop, so it didn't.
They shut it down.
So they shut it down. We went and we got a pop and a pretzel.
Which the lady at the
Yeah,
counter was a bitch.
yeah, she was all kinds of attitude, and it was we could. And then she told us they didn't have popcorn, even though there's popcorn in the popcorn machine.
We didn't eat fresh popcorn. We just wanted popcorn.
Yeah, and it was so crowded. And then, when it started raining was when they started the monster parade or whatever it's called.
Uprising.
The uprising. They were coming out. So everybody was by the square, and it was. So we noped out and we left. We came home and got dry, and Dirk played Rock Band.
Yep, and drank.
And I sat on the couch and watched him.
Okay, cool.
We got soaked
I
just
just might
walking
have
to the
something
car,
that'll
so I
improve
can't
your
even
ugly
imagine if we
mood.
had stuck around.
Is that so? Well, what?
Oh, this guy lives in a dumpster because it's a cheap place to live. The dumpster smells like, 20-year-old mayonnaise, but you open it up and it's completely fully furnished. Seriously, that's what he described it as. It had like a TV and everything else sitting in there.
No. I got this hoodie though, at least.
Food of the gods. Ask away.
Had to give him chocolate pie.
But we got a pretzel and I got a hoodie. We got tried one of our favorite rides. So
It was so dark, I didn't get a good look at him, but I could tell he was huge. Probably 6'3" or 6'4", about 300 pounds.
Well, that works. Now we got the height on him. I still love his. I'm actually really starting to enjoy this game because it doesn't bother me all that much, like controlling and stuff. At least I don't have to sit there and try to click on this particular pixel.
we really ended up liking this one ride where it's a DC, and you have to and it's one of the ones you just sit in and you're like and you're shooting at stuff. Really fun.
It's the shooty. It's the competitive whatever ride. Shooting can compete with shooting, but you don't really have to. 6 foot to 6'4". Ooh, hey, we got a suspect. Nick E. Flem. Not a mutant.
Also found out that I really like Superman. Superman ride.
Burglary, mail fraud, attempted extortion, petty theft, burglary, arson, attempted fraud, grand theft, speeder, importing illegal novelty items. Whereabouts of Mick Flem are unknown at this time. The SFPD are interested in questioning him about the recent disappearance and suspected murder of Rusty Clown. Likely that Flem and Rusty were working together when Flem was arrested for illegally importing Asian novelty items. Flem may have murdered Rusty to get the revenge for letting him take the fall.
Is that your like Ginger, your friend Ginger?
This theory has been supported by a street informant, Beak Nares, who claims to have seen Flem within the past few weeks. Nares reports seeing Flem in an extremely intoxicated state, apparently hallucinating, saying that Rusty's Rusty Clown's ghost was out to get him. Oh my god, it's Ted Bundy. Sorry, I just saw the glasses. Alright.
Yeah, some of these people, how they look in these.
Well, in the last game, they had a lot of fun with making people look terrible.
Yeah.
We make it stick. This is like in '94, I think, so... This one is so much... See, I didn't start with the very first game in this series because that is damn near impossible to play, especially at this point in time, because, oh my god, it's annoying. I tried before I... No. The second game we played through, it was a little difficult, but it was more like a point and click, but it's still, the graphics were kind of awful.
Yeah.
This one's way better.
This one is better.
If I could get myself a little bit more control on the mouse, that'd be better. But I'll deal with it. Plus, I love the comedy in this game, too. The guy you play as is a dork.
Hi, Tex. How's the investigation going? Is there anything I can do to help?
Let's see... Beak Nares.
Oh, yeah, I know Beak. If you want to talk to him, you might try hanging out around Coit Tower.
Alrighty. In that case, travel. No, it doesn't. Oh, wait. Maybe I need to talk to her more.
Chelsea's a hot little number. I hear she's a...
What can I do for you, Tex?
I didn't get that, though.
Oh, yeah, I know Beak. If you want to talk to him, you might try hanging out around Coit Tower.
Fellas.
Wish I could help you there, Tex.
Coit Tower.
I remember Rusty. He had a kid show on TV when I was young. I hated the show. That clown makeup always scared me.
Can I travel there now? No.
So what it says to do?
It says travel to Coit Tower. This is a really nice hint system. Hit it? Seriously? Wait, is it at the end of the block, maybe? Acme Warehouse. Oh. Possibly the giant frickin' tower?
I walk up the steps to Coit Tower and spot
Thank
a small figure
you!
lurking in the shadows. In the half light, I can see only the person's profile. But it's
Jim's played
definitely
these before. She's been
As I
helping.
walk towards him, he glances around, then approaches me warily, like a vegetarian sizing up a pot pie.
Oh boy.
What are you staring at?
Pardon my staring, but that is a truly impressive schnoz you've got.
Come on, don't make fun, huh? What do you want? Who are you?
I'm a friend of Chelsea Bando. You told me I could probably find you nosing around up here.
Yeah, Chelsea. Good egg. Nice looker.
Oh, he's got an elephant face. That's why.
I need information, and I'm willing to deal for it.
What's that? Deal? Well, I'm listening. What you got?
Oh, oops.
Okay, I can use this. My nose has started sagging lately. Makes it
Seriously?
hard to breathe. Now, what kind of info are you looking for?
Ask about. We want to know more about Mick Flem.
Mick Flam's rap sheet would take a day to read. He's a fat scum. And he's an idiot to boot. That's why he's always getting caught. He's been busted for burglary, mail fraud, arson, you name it. Everyone knows he operates out of the Snow White warehouse, but don't tell him. I think he's dead, and I'll bet Mick Flam had something to do with it. Word was the two of them were smuggling illegal novelty items from Hong Kong, and Rusty crossed Flam. Ever since Rusty disappeared, Flam has had a terrible fear of clowns. Bozophobia. I once saw Flem pretty drunk, and he said he had nightmares of Rusty's ghost coming back to haunt him from the grave. He was completely terrified.
Alright, so I think we're done with that. Now this is the Acme warehouse.
Flem is working out of this warehouse. It looks like he got careless. The door's unlocked.
Let's just walk inside.
This is Mick Flem's hangout. He'll probably be back soon. I better try and set some sort of trap for him.
Oh boy, in this guy. Okay. Alright, so, it says... Alrighty, we'll be here. Whoa! Stop that. Got a key.
This must be the power box for the warehouse, and it's locked. The sound is coming from up on the landing. Looks like the on-off switch controls the pulley hook. It's running back and forth along a track. So, this actually operates the pulley up on the landing. Crate smells like laundry soap. Crate in front on the floor seems to be partially opened. Apparently some fireman dropped off his uniform to be cleaned and forgot to pick it up.
Wait, stop.
It's all locked up. The only way I'm gonna get inside is by using my innate cleverness or ingenuity, or maybe a key. Looks like a welcome mat, but when it's on the doorstep of a novelty shop, you can never be too careful.
No.
Rusty the Clown's novelty shop. Closed down a...
That's a key. Haha, okay. Probably. Welcome back, by the way.
No. Nope.
Ooh, hold on.
Cool. Plastic dart crossbow. It'll make a nice addition to my non-violent weapon collection. Whoa! For a second there, I thought someone had decapitated Inspector Burns and left his head on the floor. What a great mask.
Oh, wait, there it is.
Looks like some kind of in-house.
Hi, kids. It's me, Inspector Burns. And as we all know, fire can be our friend, but fire can be our foe. So many times, fires start so carelessly. And what can fires do? Fires burn you. Never, never light matches.
Oof.
No, no, no. Fire is dangerous. Fire made me look like this. Do you want to look like me? No, no, no. Don't look like Inspector Burns. Don't play with matches.
Inspector Burns. I always thought he was a freak, but the kids love him. So does Ardo.
That was creepy.
Just a couple of empty old packing boxes.
Alright, stop. Gently. Alright.
It's a rusty clown life-size doll. Wow. It's a dead ringer for... Oh, no pun intended.
Coleslaw is good. Throwing ring. Coleslaw.
Nicholas.
Hit key on wall over to left side of your pillar. Yeah, that's a key.
Yeah. Jordan also catch the COVID.
Got a suction dirt.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha.
A balloon strategically located near the water faucet. Looks like Rusty didn't go down without a fight.
Got it.
Why in the world would Rusty keep a barrel of toxic acid?
Yeah, the one time I got it during...
Oh no. There's Rusty.
Oh, lordy. So this is where Rusty ended up. What a way to go.
The one time
I'm
I
willing to
got
bet
it,
he
he
didn't crawl
didn't.
in here on his own.
Jerk didn't.
Someone murdered him.
Rip Rusty.
At least he never came up positive.
Oh yeah. Rusty got killed by the guy we're trying to freak the hell out now. See, now if you controlled Midnight Salem like this, I'd be so much happier.
Yeah.
Why are there so many protesters in a small town like this? The hook over here yet? Oh, stop. Yes, it is. Okay.
I do agree with Axel with what she was saying the other night, though. That it's not my least favorite game of the Nintendo games. Actually, it wasn't too bad.
Alright, so we combine that with batteries. Use.
The heavy footsteps I hear must be Flem. Luckily, my rusty trap's all set.
I didn't like
I'm gonna
Rand.
find a hiding place as close as possible to the pulley control box. When Flem least expects it, I'll throw the pulley lever and bring Rusty back.
Yeah. But
oh. Okay. Oh, we gotta get downstairs. Quick, go. Oh, Jesus. Down. This is where I'm supposed to be. There we go.
oh my gosh.
Oh, that was good. Oh, I really needed that tonight. I love the fact that it literally says watch Flem run off like a weenie. Okay.
Oh, that was too funny.
Alrighty, well.
We took all of his stuff.
Yep, pretty much. Well, he killed a clown. He deserves to be scared. Not that clowns, deserve to live, but still.
Clowns are creepy.
Alright, so there should be, like... Revenge of the Clowns.
Revenge of the Clown.
Well, this is actually a storage compartment. A special combination key.
I don't want to... I want to use... Flem's keys. There we go.
A locked box within a locked box. It must contain something worth having.
I guess I have this key from the alley.
What do we have here? Unless I missed my guess, this is jade. And it's good quality, too.
Alright, and then... oh, wait, can I examine it? No. Wait. No. Oh well.
Oh, that's too funny. Yes.
I'm telling you, it's impossible. It can't be done. I've tried everything.
The prophecy is very clear. We can't go on until this step is completed. Surely your unique skills give you opportunity.
My ability has gotten us nowhere. Capricorn got there before me. They're always one step ahead of me. It's like they can read my mind.
That's
We
just
can't
the
let
image.
them stop us. Maybe we can use your skills on someone else. I've made inquiries. And if he hasn't gotten himself killed, maybe he's just as we
Hold
need.
on.
Murphy. Tex Murphy.
Hey, we get to day 2.
Here tonight.
Oh, you did good. Goose eggs and ham.
I feel better today than I've
Nice job, Nicky. Thank you.
Did I stun Rook when I walked in and handed him that bracelet. Okay, so getting the bracelet back doesn't make me Detective of the Year, but it does stimulate the confidence glands. Maybe I can
that's
succeed
too
in
funny.
this business and turn my career around. But if I'm gonna do that, I better do something about my fax machine. Who knows how many new opportunities I've missed to show the world my greatness.
You should have seen earlier, I had him try to play with a basketball and he just jumped into a wall.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh boy, mail.
Hey, we got a credit card.
Ah, my own personal credit card. I'll need this to get into the electronics shop next door.
Time to go buy some stuff.
Maybe. Hey, Susan.
Hi, Susan.
It's that one guy. We got through the other game pretty quickly, which is nice. And now we've started this one, and yes, I do really enjoy it. I'm struggling just a little bit with the controls, but that's due to my mouse mostly. Sensitivity on my mouse is jacked up, and I'm still... Alright, there we go. Enter the electronics shop.
This is the brand new electronics shop outlet. Nope. Well, that's not gonna
Hi,
work.
Coco.
Hello.
How are you?
This is the brand new
Oh, there we go.
This electronics shop outlet has just moved into the neighborhood. I've heard that the manager's name is Ham Underwood. Everyone knows they sell overpriced junk, but it is conveniently located.
If you want to play this, I can get this for you. It works. This is the Steam version, so technically it works off of Steam.
Oh, that's good.
That pudgy computer
Everybody's
really has a
getting sick.
battered head.
Well, that's not his hair.
Hi there, how can I help you?
Not his hair.
I don't think so.
If you aren't too busy, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
I'll
Sweet.
be happy to help you make a purchase, but I don't like small talk.
That is his head. It's not hair.
Jeez.
And we'll do a dopey
Oh,
reply.
I don't like small talk either, because I'm a big talker. Yes, sirree.
Well, you've come to the wrong place for chit-chat. Feel free to browse, then hit the road.
The fax machine's so outdated, it doesn't even have a brand name. And it's better
Yeah,
than
I've
nothing.
been definitely doing this one a lot better than the other one.
Yeah, the previous one was...
I can't get that while the force field is up.
Oh, I think I have to use this. Credit card.
Swipe.
The fax machine's so outdated, it doesn't even have a brand name. And it's better than nothing.
Oh yeah, like the I think I tried playing this one once. I have never played Pandora Directive, but I attempted to play Tesla Effect, but I wanted to play the other games first. All right, so now we have a fax machine.
Yay for faxes.
Boink, back out on the street. Ah, yeah, go up there. Go, go, go. Up, up, up. And back up.
fax.
As soon as I hook up the new fax machine, a fax prints out. Finally. Maybe this is a real case. The kind you get paid for.
Gotcha. It was way back in the day when I was... must have been like 7 or 8. I was getting into games, and this was one that I attempted to play, and I'm like, oh, okay.
A fax addressed to Tex Murphy from the Countess Rainier?
Dear Mr. Murphy, excuse me. Dear Mr. Murphy, you have been recommended to me as someone capable of handling delicate matters with both competence and discretion. I'm prepared to pay you handsomely in exchange for your services. I would prefer to give you details in person. I do not wish to seem impertinent, but time is of the essence. Please meet me at my residence as soon as possible. The address is 1329 Fillmore, Pacific Heights. Countess M. Rainier. Okay, so travel to the mansion. Bread is not meant to be soggy. Unless you're about to fry it like French toast. But then it won't be soggy anymore.
Like some people, well, and like donuts. People dunk their donuts in milk. That's a little...
Well, I can understand dunking Oreos or dunking like chocolate chips, but even dunking chocolate chips, it gets too soggy and it falls apart. But like people used to dunk donuts in their coffee.
Well, that too. I don't feel like it's soggy. Maybe
I can kind of get the whole thing like with coffee and donuts because you get the aroma of the coffee on the donut. At that point, I'd be like, dunk, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want soggy.
Oh no.
Oh, whoops.
It's a spaceship, damn it, not a prom limousine. Ooh. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the Angry Dome.
Countess Rainier. That name smacks of money. Hopefully she doesn't want to hire me to find
What episode is that from? Oh, crap.
As I land my speeder, I see my dream.
I have no idea. It's just one of those quotes that I always
Butler
liked.
is a tall, thin man, about 70.
It's Futurama, right?
He tells me the Countess is expecting
It's like
me
that
and
one.
shows me into a large, lavishly furnished drawing room.
I'm the Countess Rainier. Please,
Rainier.
have a seat.
Thank you. You know, I pictured you being, well, older and heavier.
No one is born old, Mr. Murphy. Now, shall we discuss our business while we're still young?
Oh, by all means. Pardon my interruption.
Your services have been recommended to me by a trusted friend who prefers to remain anonymous. Suffice it to say that your unique abilities are what I need right now.
You
which
guys,
of my unique
any of
abilities
you guys
are
have a
referring to?
crumble cookie?
I'm
by
sure
you
you
guys?
have many unique abilities. The one I would hire you for is your talent of locating people and things. I've been told this talent has made you some friends and many enemies.
Oh, right, you were
Correct me
saying
if I'm
about
wrong,
that.
Countess, but wasn't it
16
Roy Rogers
boxes.
who once said,
Yeah.
You can't please all the people all the time.
Save your homespun humor for a more gullible woman.
Jeez.
What I'm asking you to do may make you very unpopular with some people.
Exactly how unpopular.
Vicky says she does.
Let me give you some background information, then you can decide for yourself.
Yeah, we're getting
Some
one
time
in
ago, a family
Rockford.
heirloom
That's
was
where I
stolen
used to
from this
live.
bungalow. I do keep most of my
Before I moved
valuables on my
here.
estate in Europe, but on this
But that's
visit,
about 40 minutes
I
away.
brought the piece to show a friend.
Where all my
Within
family
hours
lives.
of my arrival, I found it stolen, and I have made extensive inquiries trying to retrieve it, but I found out nothing.
Well, I'm sure you have more resources, talking about
drumsticks,
cash,
please.
than I do.
Yes.
You should be able to buy all the information you need. What makes you think that I can
It was drumsticks? I thought it was
Oh, I
wings.
don't.
No, it was
No, it was
drumsticks.
50 drumsticks,
I
please.
remember what had told me about you after I had exhausted every other
Oh yeah,
option.
that's true.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe because we're going in the...
Oh, I think that is what she's
You
talking
know,
about, like
referring to me as
the
your last option.
ice
could
cream thing.
automatically double my
Maybe.
fee.
I already planned on paying you
Love,
much
love
more
those.
than your usual fee. I'm a wealthy young woman, Mr. Murphy. To give you an idea.
Oh, so it is
stolen
the
artifact
ice cream stuff.
alone
Got
is
it.
worth more money than you can
When you said
earn.
drumsticks, I automatically thought chicken
Chicken,
drumsticks.
yeah.
Drumsticks.
Oh, we'll see about
Like
that
Professor
when I win the Clearinghouse
Hotchkiss.
sweepstakes.
50 drumsticks, please.
How quaint. Let's not waste any more time. I need some work done, and I'll pay you well for it.
Well, in my experience, getting paid well is a relative term.
Your obsession with money is appalling.
Oh, I have any number of appalling traits, but I am a good PI.
Well, if you prove to be as good as you think you are, I'll pay you a $30,000 finder's fee.
Well, let me think about it. Okay, I'll do it. In fact, I'll even mow your lawn at no charge.
Try to control yourself, Mr. Murphy. I'll expect you to focus all of your energies on this job, and the methods you use to retrieve the artifact are of no interest to me. But as more time elapses, the less likely it is that the item will be found, and for that reason, I must.
Oh,
require
gotcha.
you to
Yeah, we have those.
We
and
go
to
through a bunch
return
of
it to me
them
within
in the
1 week.
in the
And
summer
after
too.
that,
Yep.
there will be no
Ice cream
finder's fee
cones.
available to you.
Do you pay time and a half after 40 hours? That's a joke.
I have
feel like
stated
the
my
image
conditions.
moved.
As
Oh,
for the
maybe
artifact itself, it is a beautiful statuette made of crystal and shaped in the form of a bird.
Oh,
It
that-
has been
yeah.
in my family for
Was
countless
it
That was a
generations,
visual novel.
And as I said, it is extremely valuable.
That was the
There
one
are
where
many
Pizza Guy Saves the
collectors who
Universe
would
or something like
stop
that.
at nothing
Was
to own
Arglethump in that one?
Whoever
Arglethump
stole
made
the
it.
statuette
Oh.
would
That
undoubtedly
was one of the
have
games
gone
he
to the
made,
black
other than, what was
market
it, Cat
and
President?
offered it to the highest bidder.
I think I saw that statuette you're talking about. Someone was selling it on the Home Shopping Network.
Vampire
I had no
Diaries. I've
idea
never
it was
seen.
so expensive.
Yeah, they did a Vampire Diaries.
You make jokes, but you
Oh,
cannot
okay.
Before
possibly
they
know
started
how
doing
rare
Nancy
and
Drew.
valuable the statuette is. And now that you have all the necessary information, we'll end this charming visit. Don't bother contacting me until you have the statuette in your possession. And if you are successful in
Yeah, I didn't know that
your
either.
search, it could
I think it was
change
before
my opinion of you
they started Nancy
considerably.
Drew, or
My
They were
valet
doing
will
Nancy
give
Drew,
you a
I can't
retainer of
remember.
$1,000 on your
but it was
way
back
out.
in the 90s.
Goodbye, Mr. Murphy.
So we're
I
going to
didn't tell
find
the
the statuette.
count, but I would have done damn near
let me
anything for
look.
$30,000. Now I've got to find a link to the black market.
Speaking of which, I actually have the Hardy Boys games too. 2 of them for the for the PC at least. Chandler Avenue.
$1996. So yeah, I think that's before
Yeah.
ND.
I like this music way better too.
You also have some of the. Did you see we have some of the Agatha? You have one of the Agatha Christie games.
Yeah, I have the ABC Murders. I know Shroom has played that one too, because I think I watched her stream one time when she was playing it.
I don't know if we're gonna stick to the. We're gonna be able to do the Tuesday
Hey,
streams.
I heard you took care of Rook.
Much more, just because
Pretty
I'm gonna be going
impressive.
back to working 8 hours, so I'm not gonna have Tuesdays off anymore.
Oh, it was nothing. Just another
I
day
am off
at the
on
office.
Halloween, though.
Tex, it must take
And we're gonna
quite
play,
an effort to be lonely, broke, and still so
Message
smug.
in the Haunted Mansion. We're gonna play for Halloween.
Admit it, doll. You love me just the way I am.
Oh, you're right, Tex. You're almost irresistible.
Gee, thanks.
So, is there something you came to ask me about?
Yes. Statuette.
Apparently, it's a real hot item. The top commodities dealer in the city is named Franco Franco. He probably either has the statuette or knows who has it.
Oh.
I don't know how you're gonna find him, but if you do, be careful.
Why hide, Nikki? Why will you be hiding? Yeah, it'll be some point that day. I'm not really sure. When we have the follow-up appointment.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure. Yeah, it'll be sometime after that.
Hey, Murphy, guess what? We got the guy who robbed those pawn shops. Turned himself in. Can you believe it? Kept babbling something about a clown coming back from the dead to haunt him.
Congratulations, Mac. Maybe now your hemorrhoids will calm down.
You're a real joker. But not even you can ruin my day. So what do you want?
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, it's definitely a pretty big thing here.
Well, talk about Franco Franco.
He's a big-time crook.
My favorite. I love
with
Halloween.
Stolen and
It's one of
illegally
my
imported
favorites.
merchandise, especially jade. Sorry, Murphy.
Well, alright, that's done.
I just like the holidays. I like this time of year. I don't know. I like Halloween and then Thanksgiving and Christmas. Just being able to see my family more and...
The Mayans love jade, yep. Let's see, what holiday is my favorite? Oh, St. Patrick's Day. Yep, that's my favorite.
Funny enough, my favorite holiday is 4th of July. I love fireworks.
Big time crook. Deals with a lot of smuggled artifacts and the like. He's pretty well connected with the mob and black market here in San Francisco.
Fair enough.
You know, I subscribe to a trade paper called Jewelry Weekly. In the last issue, it seems to me I saw an advertisement by someone named Franco, who was looking to buy jewelry.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best part of
There
Christmas
wasn't
is the
anything
kids.
of interest in the trade paper, so I threw it out. It's probably still in the trash can out back.
Gotcha. We exit to alley.
Whoever uses these garbage cans is either a
Oh, it's over here. Sorry, he's still funny. Basketball's gone too. Can't do it again. Here we are. Recyclable papers only.
I'm getting presents for my nieces and nephews and stuff, and watching them all open everything is
Private
fun.
collector interested in acquiring pieces of jade will pay top dollar or trade. Contact Franco Franco at Alhambra Theater, 808 Paloma Lane. Yay! Travel to Alhambra Theater. You know it's a dang kayak? Jeez.
Kayak? Jeez. No.
No,
Jordan.
they are not. We have a place here that sells them. That's Rocktown Adventures. I took a look at one just because I was in the store at one point in time and I was waiting for the guy to come out to sign. Oh, they are not cheap. Fun.
That's expensive.
Talking to Franco Franco.
Then again,
Being a movie,
there's a
I've
Lego
heard of
set
the
I
Alhambra
want.
Theater.
That was like
It's
over
closed down.
$200.
Sure enough, it's boarded up, but one of the back doors is unlocked. As soon as I step inside, two lugs the size of refrigerators grab me. I tell them that I have something for Mr. Franco, and one of them walks off. He comes back a minute later and escorts me into the main theater. A Buster Keaton flick is playing. The place is empty except for a man sitting by himself near the front
It's
of
Hocus
the theater.
Pocus, and yeah, it's a set,
Welcome,
and it's
Mr.
actually
Murphy.
really nice.
He sounds familiar.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Franco. Tell me, do you do most of your business in dark theaters?
How and where I do my business is not your concern, Mr. Private Eye. As I'm sure you know, I'm strictly a legitimate businessman.
Says the guy doing business out of a dark theater.
Yeah, you may be legit, but I understand you're pretty jaded.
Oh, yes, there I am.
Oh god, yeah, we played with
Speaking
with
which,
Barbies all the
did you
time
bring
growing
the
up.
item?
We had a lot of the sets too. Yeah.
Ah, a lovely specimen. It will make a fine addition to my collection.
I love Legos.
Now, I will answer one question.
If I
to
ever
the
get
best
them
of
from
my
my
knowledge.
parents, there's gonna be a ton of them.
Yeah.
Like a metric ton.
Well, they have the Hogwarts castle.
Yes. Yeah. No, they've got a lot more, I'm guessing, at this point, too.
Oh, yeah. They have the Hogwarts castle.
Bought it for like $50. From a Goodwill. Anyways.
Yeah.
There's a statuette in the shape of a bird that recently came onto the market. You know who has it?
I know the statuette you're referring to. There were several bidders for it. But I believe it ended up in the hands of Eddie Ching. I can say no more about it. There.
Yeah.
Now I fulfilled my part of the bargain. Don't contact
True.
me
I guess
again.
that would be true.
Unless, of course, you find another fine piece of jade. You know the way out.
Actually, the funny thing is, like, there were 2 Christmases where my parents bought me and my brother, so they were being Santa, of course, but they decided to buy us, like, Lego sets, one for each of us. So the first Christmas, they bought my brother the monorail set, and they bought me the train. Spent all night setting it up.
Yeah.
And we played the hell out of it. Then we tore it apart. And then the next Christmas, they bought him a pirate ship, and I had a slightly smaller pirate ship. Again, took them all night to build the thing. First thing we do is start dismantling the things.
Yeah.
It broke their heart because they spent hours putting the things together. What do we do? I'm gonna build this. Look what I can do.
Yep.
Yep.
You have a fax. You have a fax.
You have a fax. You have a fax. Examine. Dear Mr. Murphy, concerning our recent discussion, I have some information you may find helpful. It won't profit me to tell you this. I would not be entirely unhappy to see Eddie Ching come out on the short end for once. Like most everyone else in the city, I know very little about Ching, but I've been told he lives in a luxurious.
We probably won't be going too much longer, Nikki.
No. Yeah, we'll be stopping here soon. Luxurious, high-security apartment building called the Knickerbocker. A number of powerful underworld figures live there.
Yes.
Don't know which apartment Ching lives in, but if you have connections with the police, they may be able to help you. Franco.
Back again, eh, Murphy? What can I help you with?
Probably gets a Knickerbocker, probably call it.
Okay. Just because you got work tomorrow.
Yep.
That place is home
I
to
gotta
more
go to
major crime
Grandma's.
figures than any other place on the planet. Eddie Ching lives there on the entire top floor.
Now we know where he's at. All we needed. We're going back to Chandler Avenue, going to the electronics shop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
one of the things you had to do in like the very first game. You see the car that he drives? You had to fly that thing. Yeah, and like, it was bad. I'll show you later what I'm talking about. I like this so much better.
Oh.
Back again, huh? What can I do for you?
I understand that you and I are in the same line of moonlighting work.
You do security systems too?
Well, sometimes. Here, let me see if I can find one of my business cards.
Don't worry about it. I always misplace my business cards too. What types of security systems have you worked with?
Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
The last job I had was the laser security system at Big Dick's Casino on Mars.
Fuck that.
I've heard that's a neat system. But it's nothing compared to the one I just put in.
I'll have you know that I've beaten every security system ever made.
Well, after I installed this system,
Oh, God, yeah.
I tried to beat it, but I couldn't. First, the only possible way to enter the building would be to land on the roof and rappel down. Then, you'd have to cut through the
That sucks,
LCD
ass.
alarm glass. Well, that's not too hard. In fact, I sell a laser blade here that would do it. But once you're inside,
he's telling you how to get past
every
the
room
security.
is flooded with an
Yep.
of heat and motion sensing beams that could turn an elephant into a brick of carbon. Believe me, it's burglar proof. Listen, this system is top secret, so let's just keep this between us.
So what do I do? There you go.
The Laser Blade 2000. Worthless except on glass. Hopefully Ham knows what he's talking about.
Alright, so we use the credit card.
Swipe.
Swipe. Like I'm paying for it. Good. Now we travel to the Knickerbocker.
Well, he is going to pay us 30 grand.
Yeah, I mean, totally worth it. Should I go there or should I save before I go there?
Let's just go. Well,
Alright, Knickerbocker then.
can we just say, can we say once we get there?
Yeah, we should be able to.
Armed with a chintzy electronic shop laser blade, I land my speeder on the roof of the Knickerbocker. Hoping for the best, I rappel down the side and pull out the laser blade. The laser beam cuts through the LCD glass like it was butter. I gingerly crawl through the hole in the window and find myself inside Eddie Ching's library. Either Ham exaggerated or the laser fields aren't turned on. This must be my lucky day.
Alright. So we shall save. Yes. Okay, cool. At least this one lets me exit to DOS. Yay, and it closes. Alright. The other one I had to crash every time. Alrighty, so yeah, we are going to call it a night because we got to go to work in the morning, unfortunately.
Oh, you do.
Oh, yeah.
I sort of do. I gotta go to Grandma's.
Yeah, no
Up
worries.
there.
We're going to keep trying to do this on Mondays. I was trying to get myself out of it, but I...
Sundays. Sunday.
Oh, it is Sunday.
It is Sunday.
I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow. We'll see. Probably not. Huh?
Why?
Oh, I don't know. I thought I was doing something. Oh, well, maybe. But yeah. We'll keep doing stuff. And eventually, and I'll try to keep people updated as to what we're doing, so.
Yep.
Alrighty, y'all.
No problem. Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good one.
Night.
Yeah, no worries. Alrighty, y'all. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.